A very good evening to all of you and welcome to this powerful webinar on how to build your dream dental practice. I'm Dr. Sujit Pardeshi. If I'm clearly audible and visible to you, just type hi or good evening in the chat so that I'll come to know that I'm clearly audible and visible to all of you. Okay, awesome. A very good evening to everybody. Dr. Amit, Dr. Meghna, Dr. Amarnath, Shikha, Dr. Rashmi, Avdesh, Krishna, Meg. Okay, wonderful. So guys, right in the beginning, let me tell you something, okay? That you people are special. And when I see it, I mean every single word of it, okay? And I'll tell you the reason. It's a working day, right? And I'm sure you are busy in your practices throughout the day, and you could have been doing any other thing at the end of the day because probably you are tired. You probably wanted to go to, bed early, or maybe just chill, watch some Netflix or something. But then you have chosen to be here this evening. That actually shows that you are a group of people who really want to do something different, something more, something extra to take your practices to the next level. I always say this. It's always a small group of people which keep on doing something different, something more, something extra all the time. You being part of this particular masterclass shows that you are part of that 2%. And I'll tell you something very interesting. You go anywhere in the conferences, in the courses, and you will find that you meet the same people again and again, isn't it? It's always the minority of people who keep on doing the majority of the things in the world. And your presence here itself shows that you are part of 2%. As I was telling you, you go to different conferences, you meet the same people, right? You go to different courses, you meet the same people. It's always that small group of people who keep on doing this. And your presence itself shows that you are part of that 2%. Okay, guys, time is the most valuable asset we all have. And when you give your time to someone, you land up giving a part of your life that's never going to come back. And because you have given your time here, I promise you that with all the expertise and experience I have in the field of practice growth, I'm really going to add a massive value in this particular webinar. Take my word here. This is not going to be yet another boring kind of webinar. This evening can potentially change the course of your practice, your financials, and your life forever. Yes, this is not going to be yet another boring webinar. This can be a game changer. This can be your breakthrough moment. This can be probably the best thing you would have done for the upcoming new year. And it can really change your entire game. So, and I'll tell you what, how we are going to do it. The best part about this masterclass is I'm going to give you the entire mind map, which can act as the roadmap for your practice growth. Okay. And how we are going to make it happen. I'm going to talk about the 5 factors which are the foundation of any successful dental practice. The 4 pillars on which you can build an absolute any level of dental practice. The 3 functions of your practice, which should be fully functional if you really want to build your dream dental practice. The 2 boosters that can accelerate your growth, and 1 game changer that can change everything for you. The best part about this webinar is you will be able to start applying these things right from tomorrow morning. So as we begin, let me tell you, it's a live webinar. Okay. And this is not going to happen anytime soon. This definitely is the last webinar of the year 2024 for sure. It's a 2-hour session. So if you want to be here, I want you to be here till next 120 minutes. If you have any other commitment, maybe you have to leave at 9:30, 10, 10:30, whatever. My very frank advice is you can leave this webinar right now. You can always attend it anytime I conduct next year. Okay. And anyways, I'm conducting this webinar after a gap of 3 months. Just because of the time constraint, don't get any time for this now. Okay. So always remember, you must finish what you start. And therefore, if you want to be here for the entire duration of the webinar. Because I'll tell you what, You never know which is that slide, that bullet point, that moment in this particular masterclass that can be your turning point. Because it exactly happened in the same way with me. In 2007, I was attending one seminar on success principles. And one slide that the trainer showed in that seminar changed the course of my practice and life forever. I'm going to share that slide also with you. So if you are going to be here for the entire webinar. Okay. Then take lots of notes. Grab your pen, paper, diary, whatever. Because I told you, this is not going to be yet another boring webinar. This evening can change the course of your life forever. Okay. Take lots of notes. A small pen is better than a big memory. Then, if you have any questions, I want you to note down your questions somewhere in your notepad. Just like you have your parking lots for the cars, right? So just note down your question in the parking lot. You can ask them towards the end of this masterclass. You know why? Because two reasons. I want to go with the flow, number one, and don't want to disturb others' flow by answering any specific question. And number two, many of your questions will automatically get answered during the due course of this webinar. Okay. So if you want to be here for the entire duration. Take lots of notes, note down your questions, and most importantly, participate. Okay. What do I mean by this? Always remember, no matter which game you are playing, it's always the players who make the history and not the spectators. So when I say put something in the chat, by participate means you should put something in the chat. I want you not to watch this webinar as if yet another web series episode, okay? Because your participation here will prepare you consciously as well as subconsciously to participate into the growth of your practice right from tomorrow morning. So if you're going to be here for the full duration of the webinar, if you're going to participate full on in this webinar, I want you to type full on in the chat box. Let me see how many of you are absolute full on people here. Okay. Because as a mentor, as a trainer, I also like people who are in the action mode rather than just being the spectators. Awesome. And I'm so happy for this. Okay, guys, just want to know because see, many of the names are new to me and probably we just made on Facebook rather than face to face. Just type your city or, if you're attending it from outside India, just type your country in the chat. Okay. So let me see from where all we have people. We have people from Pune, Mumbai, Nagpur, Bangalore, Dhule, Patiala, okay, Dubai, Belgium, Chennai, Andhra Pradesh, Delhi, Jaipur, Bilaspur, Bangalore. Okay, wonderful. Cochin. Okay, Ahmednagar, Nasik. Okay, wonderful. So guys, we have people from all across the country and a couple of participants from abroad. Is it okay if I introduce myself in short to you formally? Okay, if okay, type okay in the chat box, right? So yes, thank you so much. Guys, this is Dr. Sujit Pardeshi, an international speaker, bestseller author, and someone who has helped more than 6,000 dentists to grow their practices anywhere between 25% to 1,000%. Yes, you heard both the things right. Okay. More than 6,000 dentists to grow their practices anywhere between 25 to 1,000%. I have more than 1,000 documented success stories. Okay. I've been always an invited speaker in different local branch events, state conferences, national conferences, international conferences, conducted a lot of courses, a lot of pre-conference courses, specialty organizations, and on the way wrote this wonderful book called New Age Dentalpreneur, Develop a Competitive Edge and Build a Profitable Dental Practice. First of its kind by Indian dentist or author. The book was forwarded by one of the celebrated dentists of the world, Dr. Christian Kochman. And when Dr. Christian was here in Mumbai for the DSD conference, he had pre-launched the book. And I'm happy to share that the book was launched in the World Dental Show by the hands of then FDI World President from Hong Kong. So it has been a phenomenal journey over the last decade. On the way, received numerous awards. I have been a very active member in Indian Dental Association, Rotary International, Junior Chamber International, and whatnot. This is a special award I received, Rajiv Gandhi Excellence Award for outstanding contribution and distinguished service to the nation. Okay. So it has been a wonderful journey. And like it has been 12 years I'm doing this now. And guys, how many of you understood this slide? Just type yes in the chat box. See, the world see your success, right? But none of us gets success easily. This is what you go through, isn't it? You have to go through lots of ups and downs, lots of failures and bouncing back, lots of moments, low moments, high moments, and whatnot. A lot of sacrifices. And my story, and I'm sure all of you have a story. We all have a story, right? And my story is no different than yours. It all started in a very small town called Pachora in district Jalgaon in the state of Maharashtra. Born and brought up there, this is where I used to live. Yes, till my 12th standard, till I got my admission in BDS, this was my house, a two-room teen shed house, and 11 of us used to live in a joint family. It was not a very easy upbringing. But you know what? Growing up with this humble background never became an excuse or a reason for me why I cannot do what I always wanted to do. In fact, it always inspired me to do something big, something more all the time. I did my graduation from Bharati Vidyapeeth, Pune in 99. Okay. Went back to my hometown and started Smile Dental Clinic, a typical small town single chair practice. 240 square feet. Okay. Recently, on 14th November, I completed 25 years to my private practice. A lot of people think I don't practice dentistry, but let me tell you something. I do practice dentistry every single day, do patients every single day. Even today, I returned home at 8:05 or 8:10, okay, before preparing for this webinar. Even after I became speaker, I had to travel from my small town to Mumbai airport to board the flight to wherever I wanted to go. My town is around 400 kilometers equidistance from Mumbai, Pune. Think about it. Every single weekend, weekend after weekend, month after month, and for years, this was my routine. To and fro to the airport, 800 kilometers, 2 nights train journey. I did it for 6 long years. One fine day, when I calculated, I literally got tired of sleeping in the train. One fine day, when I calculated, I had 320 train tickets in 6 years and 164 boarding passes. Can you believe this? As if I slept in the train for one complete year. I literally got tired of sleeping in that train and that overnight journey. And it was my time to take a decision. The decision to shift to a place where I have at least the airport access, so that at least my 800-kilometer every weekend journey will be saved. Trust me, it was not an easy decision at all. An absolute roaring practice, 18 plus years of roaring practice, anywhere between 25 to 40 patients a day, no loans, no big overheads, a wonderful joint family to live in, very good brand name, social respect, money, everything was there. Living everything at one go, moving to a new place and starting the practice from scratch, that too after the age of 40, was not easy at all. But then there are times in life for all of us when you have to make those decisions. And it's only if you are the one who have the courage to take that decision at that moment, you create something wonderful. It was my moment to take that decision. In 2017, I took that decision, shifted to the city of Pune, and from Smile Dental Clinic, a 240 square feet practice, now started this clinic in 2018, Smile Excel Dental Clinic, a 2,000 square feet facility. These are a few of the pictures of Smile Excel Dental Clinic. This is the waiting room. Whatever comes to your mind, you can just put it in the chat. And guys, very happy to share, like whatever my highest practice I had, okay, in the 18 years in my hometown, we crossed that practice in the first 18 months itself in the heart of Pune. Okay. And today, I'm very glad to say that Smile Excel has got 16 franchisees, branches, and it's just growing and thriving. Now, you might be thinking that, why I'm sharing this entire story with you. Not to show you how big I am or how great I am or anything, with all honesty. The only reason why I'm sharing this story with you is if a small town dentist like me can do it, trust me, I'm sure you people are way better placed than where I was. Even if one of you get inspired tonight and make it big, I would really consider that whatever time I spent with you in this free masterclass was worth hundreds of the times. Okay. Always remember, every king was once a crying baby, and every building was once a map. Trust me, it just doesn't matter how you start. What matters is how you finish. It's important that you finish well. Friends, I have traveled the entire length and breadth of this country. I'm sure there are dentists already here who are roaring practitioners. For them, dentistry is something like this. But every coin has two sides, right? I have seen a lot of dentists in this country who are confused, who think that they are trapped into this so-called noble profession. I've seen so many dentists coming to me with their degree certificate and asking me, sir, what should I do with this? And let me tell you, it's not just about the youngsters. Even the established practitioners are facing the heat of stagnation because of severe competition and whatever is happening around you. Every morning you wake up, you walk on the streets and you see something like this, isn't it? You take that newspaper and you see something like this. Instead of living dentistry, people are living dentistry, isn't it? If you go to the Dental Council website, 40% of the BDS seats are vacant. Can you believe this? The young people in this country do not want to become dentists. Individually, as well as collectively, we are not just facing the survival crisis, we are facing the credibility crisis as well. Because forget about the young people not becoming dentists. Even the dentists do not want to do post-graduation. Can you believe this? 50% of the MDS seats are vacant. Friends, I'll tell you what. I have practiced in a small town of 50,000 population and had a wonderful practice there. I've practiced in a big metro city like Pune of 50 lakh plus population and have a dream practice here. I exactly know what it takes to build your dream practice. And that's what I have decided, that I'm going to share this with everybody who attend my lectures, seminars, webinars, courses, whatever. And I'm on a mission. And the mission is to help 100,000 dentists, not just in India, but globally, to build their millionaire dental practice. Yes. I just don't want you to make your dream practice. I don't know how big your dream is, but I'll tell you something. I'm going to make 1 million per month in whichever currency you earn. Okay. 10 lakh rupees a month should be your revenue. And I'll be very honest and frank with you that towards the end of this webinar, I'm going to take 12-13 minutes and talk about my coaching system, the Millionaire Dentist Formula. The system that I have created, applied in the small town practice and had a roaring practice. The same system which helped me to build a dream practice in a very short time in the city of Pune. I'll show you, as I told you, I have more than 1,000 documented success stories. I'll share a few success stories also with you. Okay. Just want to ask a question. If I prove you within the next 90 minutes how powerful this system is, how many of you would be in a position to make an investment of rupees 15,000 INR into the future of your practice? If you're serious about learning, just type I am serious in the chat. Let me see how many of you are really serious about your practice. Because coincidentally, the new year is approaching and probably this is the best gift you can give to your practice. Trust me. It's a destiny. It's happening at the right time for you. And I'm so happy to see quite a few super serious people here. And guys, if you're serious about it, I have something absolute crazy for you. Okay, I'm going to give you the webinar special offer, probably the last time at this price. Stay with me till the end, and I'm going to surprise you with an absolute mind-blowing webinar special offer to jump into the My Coaching curriculum. And I'll show you every single thing. We have more than 3,500 dentists in this Millionaire Dentist Formula curriculum from 18 different countries. Okay, and the results are absolute astonishing. Okay, so you don't have to jump to any conclusion right now. With all honesty, just go through this, take lots of notes. At the end of it, if you think, I'm someone who can help you to take your practice to the next level, if you think I'm someone who can be the catalyst for your practice growth, if you think my way of teaching resonates with your way of learning, then jump in. Otherwise, it's absolutely okay if you keep on building your practice in your way. But I'll tell you, always remember one thing. One of my mentors always used to say, people fail, but system works. Yes. People can fail because they do things in different ways. System is something which is proven. System is something which is created, tested, time tested, and has the results and a lot of proof with it. This system will blow your mind. Okay. So as we begin, as I told you, take lots of notes, and let's start with the 5 factors which are the foundation of any practice growth. Now, before I talk about the first factor, I have a question to all of you. I told you one thing. I want you to not just build your dream practice, but I want you to make 10 lakh rupees a month. I want you to build a millionaire dental practice. Now, the moment I said it, what came to your mind? Put it in the chat box. 10 lakh rupees a month? Possible, not possible, not possible in my town, not possible in dentistry, whatever. Whatever came to your mind, just put it in the chat box. Possible, not at all possible, not easy, doubtful. I don't know how to do it in dentistry. Very much possible. Okay. Possible with proper marketing, possible with guidance, not possible at all. Okay, wonderful. So difficult. So whatever it is, no problem. Whatever is there in your mind, just hold on. Okay. I don't know how to do it. Good. Okay. Now I'll tell you what. Henry Ford had said this. If you think you can, and if you think you cannot, in both the cases, you're right. Difficult to even imagine. I'll show you a few mind-blowing success stories, okay? Guys, I can completely understand that with so much of competition around you, people doing all sort of illegal, unethical things to, take things to the next level, okay, grow their practices and all. With so much of negativity about dentistry around us, okay, forget about other people. Our own colleagues make fun of our field, isn't it? If you have seen it, type yes in the chat box. So, with so much of disturbance around you, with so much of distraction around you, it becomes extremely difficult for us to keep focused on building our own practice. It becomes extremely difficult for us to have that laser focus approach that no distraction, disturbance should be, a hurdle for you to grow your practice. And that's why if you really want to work on something, the first thing that I want you to work on is building that absolute bulletproof mindset, where no matter what people say, you should be so deaf, dumb, immune to that thing. Because I'll tell you what, those who make fun of you, those who make memes and troll, each other and are filled, are not the ones who are going to come and pay your EMIs. Remember this forever. You have to create your life. You have to create your practice. Nobody else is going to do it for you and me. So first thing is develop that bulletproof mindset where you should have that absolute laser focus approach towards building your practice. As you start building that mindset, the second thing I want you to do is to identify your USP. What is USP? USP is unique selling proposition, something which you are really good at. Now, I have a question to you. No matter who you are, no matter where you practice, no matter how many years you're into practice, right? There is at least one treatment which you are really good at. I want you to put that name in the chat. All of us are good at something, isn't it? Like the moment you get that patient and you're like, wow, now it will be fun doing it, maza aega, and you lose the focus of time. You just love doing it. May it be root canal, may it be RCTs, prosto work, orthodontia, pedo work, veneers and crowns, extractions, implants, smile designing, restorations, crown preparations, dental implants, crown and bridge work. Okay, wonderful. FMR, wonderful, right? All of us are good at something. And at the same time, all of us are not so good at something. Now, don't put that in the chat. Okay. The point is, there is at least one treatment which you are really good at. And there is something where we all are not so good at. The first thing you need to do is to identify that. And the exercise that helps you to identify is called SWOT analysis. What is SWOT? SWOT is nothing but the analysis of your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Okay? Strength, weakness, opportunity, and threats. Now, once you understand your strengths, your weaknesses, all you have to do is to just enhance your strengths and eliminate or at least minimize your weaknesses. As you analyze yourself, you also need to analyze the performance of your practice. Where your practice stands as of today. What is the stage of your practice? What kind of revenue growth you are seeing? What kind of new patient growth, appointment growth, net profit margin, everything, your conversion ratio, a lot of things you see. You need to analyze the performance of your practice as well. Because see, there is a very powerful saying. What you cannot measure, you cannot better. You need to be able to measure the practice performance. Once you do that, then you can give direction to your practice by doing proper goal setting. Okay? Because see, you work on your mindset, then you analyze yourself, then you analyze your practice, and then you set goals for your practice. Where you see your practice a year from now, 2 years, 3 years, 5, 10, 20, 30 years from now. Give that direction. Do that proper goal setting. Because there's a very nice saying, if you do not know where do you want to go, it doesn't matter which road you take. So you should exactly know where you see yourself few years or a decade or a couple of decades from now. It's important. Okay. And then once you have worked on all these 4 foundational elements, I'll tell you what, the most important foundational element is the fire in your belly. You should be absolutely passionate about growing your practice. I'll tell you this. No matter how good SWOT analysis you do, no matter how positive mindset you have, no matter how well goal setting you do or practice analysis you do, but unless you have that fire in your belly, unless you are passionate about building your practice, unless you are like, I'm going to build that millionaire practice no matter what and whatever it takes. Unless you have that approach, trust me, you're not going to do it. You need to be absolute passionate about this field. You need to be absolute passionate about building that dream practice. I told you, nobody else is going to do it for you. And if you work on these 5 foundational factors, guys, you can literally achieve some unbelievable results. Something like this. Just listen to him.
Hey guys, this is Dr. Rohan Nakhole from Pune. I'm practicing dentistry since 2011. It was year 2017 January when I met Dr. Sujit Pardeshi sir, where to my surprise I found that whatever I was doing in dentistry until then was mere 40% of the total potential of our field. Typically, when it comes to dental practice, Dr. Sujit sir focuses on the right mindset of practicing dentistry. Apart from basic concepts of staff management, delegation of work, patient management, what I found very fruitful in his workshops was the way, the ease of his content. He has proven formulas and steps wherein you have to just blindly follow them and you get the results. Just to share, I was able to leap from 6 to 7 implants a year in, I think, 2016 or 17 to almost more than 170 plus implants in the year 2018. And that was like a very eye opener for me. I got to know the potential of myself, the potential of our field, and then it was no looking back. So guys, I would definitely tell you that if you get a smallest chance to be associated with Dr. Sujit sir, it's a no-brainer. Just jump in, and you will be seeing your practice growing exponentially like anything in front of your eyes.
Okay. Powerful, isn't it? 6 to 7 implants a year to 170 implants in the next year. If you think that was powerful, just type powerful in the chat box. Okay. And I'll tell you something. There are two things which Rohan said and that I really liked. He said, I got to know the potential of myself and I got to know the potential of this field. Okay. So when I see a lot of people, not believing dentistry, living dentistry, I and people think, the other side of the shore always looks green wali baat hai. People think that, something else is better. No, I'll tell you, no business or profession in this world is good or bad. It is what you do, and most importantly, how you do it. That makes the entire difference. Okay. So work on these 5 factors, which actually are the foundation of your practice growth. The next thing which I wanted to work on those 4 pillars. Because no matter how stable structure you want to build, you need 4 pillars, right? So which are those 4 pillars? The first is system. Now you might be thinking, yeah, system, this is not for me. I'm the new practitioner, or my practice is to, like solo practice, single chair practice, 2 chair practice, whatever it is. But I want to ask you something. It may or may not be immediately relevant to your practice. With all honesty, it is. Okay. But even if you are thinking that, system and all is not for me, it is for brand and corporates. No, just a question. What happens to your practice when you go on vacation? If it goes down, type down in the chat. If it becomes 0, type 0 in the chat. Okay. What happens to your practice when you go on vacation? And guys, I told you in the beginning, I want you to participate here. Don't just sit and watch as if you are watching a TV or a web series. No matter which game you are playing, it's always the players who create history. I want all players here. Okay. Yeah. So what happens to your practice? 0, down, down, 0, 0, down, down, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, down, 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 down. Okay, 0, 0. Okay, wonderful. Now look at this. Why this happens? It happens because your entire practice is person dependent and not system dependent. True? Your entire practice is completely dependent on you. The moment you are out of the scene, everything collapses. It happens because your practice is person dependent and not system dependent. Now, nowadays, you know what happens? Vacations are pretty expensive. So on one side, when you go to vacation, you land up spending a lot. Another side, your practice goes down or becomes 0. And you know what happens in the process? People, when they calculate, it's like double loss. Spending bhi बढ़ रहा है, practice bhi कम हो रहा है. Trust me, I've seen people who have not taken a vacation in a decade. People literally stop going to vacation. Can you believe this? Let me tell you, I always say this. Dentistry is not an easy profession. You really have to work very hard to make that money. It's a lot of hard work. I'm sure you will agree. If yes, type agree in the chat. You have to take a lot of toll on your eyes, your fingers, your neck, your back throughout the day. Days after days, for months, years, and for your lifetime. So if making money is important, trust me, enjoying that money, growing that money is equally important, if not more. But the problem is, because the entire practice is person dependent, The moment you are out, everything collapses. And that's why I want you to build a system. I told you in the beginning also, people fail, system works. I'll give you a simple example. Somewhere in Madhya Pradesh, there was a town few centuries ago. The town didn't have any water supply. The nearest river was around 8 to 9 kilometers. Every morning, all the guys of the village used to take their jars, containers, and buckets, walk to the river, fill the jars and buckets, bring back by afternoon. And post lunch, they used to go to the farms to do farming. They had the same routine for years and for generations because there was no option. Till one fine day, somebody went outside, learned something, came back, and said, let's build a pipeline from the river. Everybody laughed at him. You all know what happens when you come up with some new idea. Everybody laughed at him. People trolled him. People didn't believe him. Moreover, there was no internet, no Google, no YouTube, no smartphones. He lack of resources, lack of money, every problem. The only thing he had was that conviction. I want to do it no matter what and whatever it takes. He started building his pipeline facing lots of challenges literally on day-to-day basis. Everybody else used to walk through him, laugh at him, troll him on the way. Till one fine day, he had the pipeline ready and the water at his doorstep. Friends, centuries have passed. But guess what? The water, the bucket, and the pipeline story is still relevant and intact today. What's the water today? It is the money which all of us go for every day. What's the bucket? For the corporate world, it may be their laptop. For you and me, it is our scalar, rotor, diagnostics. Every morning you wake up, take your buckets, go for the water. What's the system? What's that pipeline? Pipeline is the system that you can create and have the water at your doorstep. I'm sure you might be thinking, sir, but the pipeline was not built in a day. I'll tell you what, neither did the Rome. It takes time. If you are someone who is really passionate and serious about practice, no, I want you to give 2, 3, 5 years to yourself and work on building the practice and then eventually delegating and automating the practice. And let me tell you, it is possible. Today, I'm not there in the clinic for at least 12 to 15 days every month. And we still achieve the millionaire practice, no matter what. It is possible. Provided you should be ready, you should be willing to make it happen. And in order to build that system, all you need to do is to decide the strategy. In which phase my practice is? Am I a beginner? Is my practice in acceleration phase, going up? Is it in the saturation phase, where delegation is more required? Or my practice already has a team, all I need is automation, that's it. And if I want to do it, maybe say within 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, think about it. If you're a new practitioner or maybe somewhere 3, 4, 5, 10 years into practice, even if you are able to achieve it in 5, 10 years, it's worth, right? So if I want to achieve it in 5 years, say for example, what should I do? Like where should I reach in 2, 2.5 years? Where should I be in the next December 25? What I need to do tomorrow morning for that? You need to define the SOPs. You need to, define all the processes, system, structure in the practice, that complete systematic thing. Once you define the entire system, you need a good team to implement all this. Now, what's a good team? What's the definition of a good team? A team is where you have people who are competent as well as committed. Who are competent as well as committed. Now, what do you mean by competent? Competent means they are very good at their work. And committed means they stay with you for a long time. And this is where another challenge comes into picture. Normally, the competent people are not committed. Type true in the chat if you think that's true. So those who are very good at their work, they don't stay with you for a long time. But the moment you shout at them, you get angry on them, and they have their resignation letter ready in the pocket because they know that they can get another job very easily. Yeah. And also, normally, the committed people are not competent. How many of you agree? Type yes in the chat box. That you have that one associate with you. He or she is there with you for a very long time, very loyal since maybe day one. But you know what? They keep on repeating the same mistake again and again. Sometimes you teach them, sometimes you get angry on them, sometimes they correct it. After a few moments, after a few patients, few days, the same mistake is repeated. That's the biggest challenge. Normally, the competent people are not committed and the committed people are not competent. So all you need to do is, if you have competent team members in your team, you need to empower them. You need to give them the sense of ownership, sense of responsibility. You need to give them the freedom to work. You need to believe them so that they become committed. And if you have committed people with you, all you need to do is to train them, guide them, motivate them, mentor them so that their competency level goes up and they become competent. And for this to make it happen, you yourself need the management skill. I always say this: management is the essence of life. One of the biggest problem is, unfortunately, management is never taught to us in a professional way. And a lot of people think in dentistry that they don't need to learn practice management. Let me tell you something. Management, just like any other field in dentistry, is an art as well as science. A lot of people think that I will learn practice management with time and I will become as you do more number of patients. Honestly, that's true. But I'll tell you there is a problem. This is called experience-based learning. And if you wait for experience to teach you the lessons of practice management, I'll tell you what, it will take a lot of time, many, many years. They say experience is the best teacher. Honestly speaking, I don't know whether experience is the best teacher or not, but let me tell you something. Experience is the costliest teacher. Because what is the price of experience? The price of experience is your time. It takes away 5, 10, 15, 20 active years of your career before you learn the lessons through experience. Not worth, trust me. It's always better to take charge of yourself. Coincidentally, we are approaching the new year. Take charge of yourself, take charge of your practice, learn the art and science of management proactively. Don't wait for experience to teach you all this. Because if you do it, even if you are a young practitioner, new practitioner, you can create miracles in your practice in an unbelievably short time. Okay, I'll just show you something really, really interesting. Okay, unbelievably short time, and you will be like, oh my God, what I have done. 3 years, 6 time practice growth. Listen to her. You will probably feel inspired. Like, even if you don't mention the number, that's perfectly fine. But how much practice growth you have seen over the period of last 3 years after you joined this company?
So in last 3 years, I have joined from MDF to this year. I have seen 6 times practice growth. I was like in a single chair practice. Now I have 2 chair practice. I have scanner, and I have upgraded myself like anything. I am doing in FMR, aligners, veneers. We are with implants also. So 6 to 7 times practice growth, you can say.
Superb. Superb, isn't it actually? Okay, it just, and see, whatever success stories I'm sharing with you, they're just like you and me people, not somebody who got big practices in legacy. Okay. And if you really want to see many success stories, just go to my YouTube channel and it will blow your mind. Okay. So anyways, the point is, okay, so you can just appreciate Dr. Masrat's type wow in the chat box if you think like, 6 to 7 times practice growth in 3 years is a wonderful thing for a lady who is handling the house also, kids also, family, and, doing her practice. Absolute awesome thing, right? Yeah. So the point is, work on these 5 foundational elements. Work on building these 4 pillars. You will become unstoppable, guys. Let me take it further. Okay. Now, the 3 functions of your practice. Okay. The next thing. What are the 3 functions? They are marketing, soft skills, and domain skills. Okay. Marketing, soft skills, and domain skills. Now, before I deep dive into these 3 functions of your practice, which are absolute mind blowing for your practice growth, another question to all of you. Have you ever thought why that happens? That all of us are dentists, right? But all of us do not have the same practice. All of us don't get same name, fame, money, patients, recognition, brand, whatever. What might be the reason? See, we learned the same thing, right? Our curriculum was same. So what might be the reason? Just put it in the chat box. According to you, what might be the reason? Okay. Why it happens that in spite of having similar education, people differ in the success. Skill sets, okay, dedication, lack of planning, your passion, loyalty, less marketing, different ways of practicing, different skill sets, environmental factors, the way you talk, fate. Fate के बारे में तो यही सुना है, fortune favors brave. Okay, the location of the clinic. Okay, marketing, soft skill, domain skill, very widely. Okay, communication, nice. Okay, see, all these answers are correct. And as I told you, I'm happy that you people are participating. Because I tell you what, if you start thinking now, your brain will start working on it. Okay, that's why I wanted right from the beginning, I told you, I want you to be the players, not the spectators here. Okay, nice. All these answers are correct. But there is something more specific to it. What is that? Interestingly, this doesn't apply only to dentistry. Think about it. All physicians don't have same practice, right? All lawyers don't have same practice. All MBAs don't have same package. So it applies to every single field in the world. That people in the same field, even after learning the same things, get different results. Somebody had to find out the answer, right? And it was 2 of the world's most renowned institutions who tried to find out the answer. One of them was Dell Carnegie Institute. And guess what they come up with? Dell Carnegie Institute says 85% of your financial success is due to your personality, your ability to communicate, negotiate, and lead. Shockingly, only 15% is due to the technical knowledge. Now, this is what the Dell Carnegie Institute says. Look at that. Okay. Almost at the same time, another world-renowned institution, the Harvard University, conducted another survey. One single liner question was asked to thousands of people in different business professions in some 78 countries or something. Why, in spite of having similar education, people differ in the success? When the result of the survey was out, the world was shocked when Harvard said that the contribution of domain skill in human success is just 12 to 13%. And what contributes to almost 88% is the soft skills and the effectiveness of the soft skills with which you use them. By the way, what is domain skill? Domain skill is our technical knowledge. We are dentists, that's our domain. Now think about it. Harvard says my dentistica knowledge, my domain contributes to almost 12-13%. Dale Carnegie says the technical knowledge contributes to only 15%. And what contributes to almost 88% is the soft skills. What are soft skills? ये क्या होता है? Soft skills are nothing but your communication skill, your presentation skill, your management skill, leadership and team building skills, objection handling, price objection handling, crisis management skill, your interpersonal and rapport building skills. Something which is never taught to us. And guys, this is the same slide. Those of you who are here since beginning, I told you, I'm going to show you that one slide which changed my life forever. This is the same slide that changed my life forever. It was exactly in 2007, I was attending one seminar on success principles, and the trainer showed this slide. I was shocked. I was like, boss, I have given 25 years of my life to become dentist. Lot of studies, lot of hard work, efforts, money, time invested. And you're saying it contributes to 12-13%? I raised my hand. I said, I don't agree with this. And there were many in the audience who were with me. The trainer said, you have all the right to disagree with it. Anyway, I have not done this survey, okay? You can write down to Harvard. But he said, I can prove that this survey is right. And he asked a question to everyone. And guys, tonight, I want to ask the same question to all of you. Listen to the question carefully. I want you to recollect your batchmates. Okay? So wherever you graduated, postgraduate, I just want you to recollect your batchmates. And if I ask you to think about the top 10 practitioners from your batch, like those guys who have, best of the practice in among your batchmates, right? If I ask you to think of the top 10 practitioners from your batch, the question is here. Okay? By majority, okay? Listen to it carefully. By majority, that means out of those top 10 practitioners, 6, 7, 8 out of 10, whatever. By majority, who are more flourished practitioners? Now, don't put it in the chat. I have created a poll. I'm sure all of you can see a poll in front of you. I want you to write it in the poll. Okay, vote it in the poll and we'll see it. Okay, by majority, who are more flourished practitioners? The toppers or the backbenchers? Come on, guys, quickly do it. I don't know how only 42% people have done it. Okay, so see, I'm not saying toppers have big practice or backbenchers have big practice. See, we are from different colleges, different universities, different timeline. So whatever you think in your class, just write it in the chat. Come on, only 62% of you have voted. I want everybody to vote. Come on. I'm sure all of you attending here are dentists, right? Please put it in the poll. I'll give you 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Okay. Guys, 83% of you have voted. I'll share the result with you. Here is the result. I'm sure you can see the result on your screen. 89% of you are saying that in your own class, the backbenchers are more flourished practitioners. Can you believe it? 89% of you. It's like 9 out of 10 of you are saying that the backbenchers are more flourished practitioners when it comes to building a successful private practice, and that itself is more than enough to prove. See, that doesn't mean that toppers don't have good practice. Huh? We are just talking about the majority thing. Okay? That itself is more than enough to prove that it takes something more along with clinical skills to build a successful practice. And that's why I always say this. Dentistry is all about 3M. And I'm not talking about the composite or rubber base, okay? The 3 M's of dentistry are marketing, management, and professional mastery. Marketing, management means soft skills. Professional mastery means domain skills. Another question to all of you. According to you, which M is more important? Marketing, management, professional mastery. Type it in the chat box. Come on. Guys, participate. It's going to change your life. Okay. According to you, which M is more important? Management, marketing, management, all three. Okay. Professional mastery, marketing, management, all three. Okay. Nice. Wonderful. I'm liking your participation. Trust me. After a very long time, I've seen such active crowd actually. Okay. Now, think about it. Let's take a hypothetical example. If suppose there is a dentist who is good at marketing only. Okay. There is a dentist who is good at marketing only. What is the role of marketing in the practice? To give you a lot of patients. Simple, right? If suppose there is a dentist who is good at marketing only, he or she will have a lot of people in the waiting room, isn't it? Simple. Now, the person is not good in soft skills. That means communication, presentation, rapport building, convincing. So such practice. Now, guys, this will change your life. I want you to relate this to your practice. And tonight you will get few of the biggest breakthroughs of your life for your practice growth. I told you right in the beginning. I want you to relate every single thing which I'm going to share with you for the next 30 minutes. Every single sentence is $1,000,000 advice. Trust me. Relate this to your practice and you will get a complete roadmap. And then all you need is guidance and system. That's it. Okay. Think about it. If there is a dentist who is very good in marketing only, no good soft skills, no good clinical skills, only marketing, he or she will have a lot of people walking in the waiting room. But because the soft skills are not good, you will not be able to convert those people into your patients. Right? So such practice will have higher lead generation. That means more people, but less conversion ratio. Forget about clinical skills. Less conversion ratio. Okay. Now imagine a dentist who is very good in soft skills, management only. No marketing, no clinical skills. So whenever there comes a patient, because your communication is good, your presentation is good, your connect is good, आपका बोली बचन अच्छा है, you will be able to convert the patient for sure. But because clinical skills are not good, the patient will not come back to you. So such practices will have higher conversion, but low patient retention ratio. If you are with me, type with you in the chat box. If you are with me so far, I'm sharing something really powerful, isn't it? In the first case, you will have more footfall, but less conversion. In the second case, you will have high conversion, less retention. And suppose there is a dentist who is very good at clinical skills only. No soft skills, no marketing. Okay? No soft skills, no marketing. So patient भी कम आता है, convert भी कम होता है. But your treatment is so good that once you treat the patient, that becomes your lifetime patient. Isn't it? Such practice will take many, many years to click. Why? Because no marketing, no soft skills. So anyways, less footfall and less conversion because you're not able to impress patient properly. You're not able to present the treatment properly. You're not able to communicate your skills properly. So such practices will take many, many years before they click. Now, the problem with this is you don't have that much time. Gone are those days when you start practicing, do good work, and your practice will automatically flourish. Trust me, gone are those days. For two reasons. Number one, the awareness has increased in the world. Number two, number of dentists have increased like crazy. Right? This country produces 25,000 dentists every year. Imagine if only 1% of that comes to your city. What is 1% of 25,000? It is 250 new clinics every year. As if one ribbon cutting every day. So don't think ऊपर वाले के यहाँ देर है अंधेर नहीं. It's not like that. You don't have that much time to build a practice. Because in 4 years, there will be 1,000 dentists more in your city. If you practice in small city, 0.1% also makes it 100 new clinics. If you practice in a very small place or town, 0.01% also makes 10 new clinics in the next 4 years. Trust me, you don't have that much time. It was okay when we started practicing 25 years back, that you just keep on doing good work and your practice will become full. No. And one of the biggest mistakes that we all make is we focus only on clinical skills. Type true in the chat box if that is true. Because nobody has taught us marketing and soft skills. The problem of the world is this. If you remember, type yes in the chat. The first BDS, that plaster of Paris block. The second BDS, that wax block. The third BDS, that block, and then you are blocked. You do your graduation, post-graduation to sharpen your clinical skills even further. Then you go to different conferences to sharpen your clinical skills even further. Then you attend different courses, sharpen your clinical skills even further. Then you attend hands-on, purchase that physio dispenser, implant kit, laser, semi-adjustable articulator. Your clinical skills, best. You come prepared on Monday morning with all those gadgets in your clinic. Where is the patient who accepts the treatment plan? Think about it. Friends, knowledge or skill without opportunity is zero. No matter how good clinical skills you have, there are two prerequisites to build a practice. Number one, you should have a patient. Number two, the patient should accept your treatment plan. True? Knowledge or skill without opportunity is zero. Hundreds of clinics are getting closed in this country every single month. You know why? Tell me one thing. Is it because they don't have dental chair or rotor or scaler? Or is it because they don't know how to do root canal filling or scaling? It's only because either they don't have patients or the patient don't accept their treatment plan. Okay, sir, give me tablet, I'll come back. Never comes back. Knowledge or skill without opportunity is zero. You need an opportunity to showcase your knowledge. You need a patient who say yes to your treatment so that you can show how good clinical skills you have. And it's not just the youngsters who make this mistake, focusing only on clinical skills. Even the established practitioners make this mistake because their clinic is full, waiting room is full. They think they don't need marketing and practice management. And I'll tell you what happens to such practices. Those of you who are like that, take it from me, challenge. The first thing that happens to your practice is your practice becomes stagnant. If you are someone who has settled practice and you don't do marketing and soft skills, the first thing that happens to your practice is your practice becomes stagnant. And I always say this. Stagnation is the first phase of decline. Stagnation is the first phase of decline. It's not when your practice starts going down, it will go down. That's so just a matter of time. It's a formality. Anything that doesn't grow has to go down. That's the nature's law. I'll give you a simple example. You go to the tabletop and keep walking. What's a tabletop? It's a flat land on the top of mountain, right? You go to the tabletop, keep walking. There comes a point where tabletop ends. What starts after that? It's always the valley. Anything that doesn't go up eventually has to go down. So if you're someone here whose practice is stagnant, please take care of your practice. It is in ICU. I'm telling you this. Because the moment practice starts declining, it goes down so fast that you can't even imagine. I have seen hundreds of practices like this. If you are a youngster, don't wait for 4, 5, 10 years to build the practice. There will be another 2, 3 lakh dentists by that time in this country. And corporates though have not even jumped in yet. Okay. All 3M are equally important. Remember this forever. It is effective marketing that ensures that your waiting room is full. You have a lot of footfall. It is effective soft skills that ensures that you convert that footfall into your patients. And it is effective clinical skills that ensure that whatever you project during marketing and whatever you promise during patient consultation, you deliver the same quality work. All 3M are equally important. These 3 functions of the practice should be functional all the time. And if you focus on all 3M, you literally become unstoppable even if you are a new practitioner.
हेलो गाइस, मैं हूं डॉक्टर हर्षल समर्थ फ्रॉम नागपुर। पिछले साल मैं जरा फ्रस्ट्रेटेड था। क्यों था? क्योंकि मुझे प्रैक्टिस बढ़ानी थी, पेशेंट्स बढ़ाने थे, जो मुझे समझ नहीं आता था कि क्या करूं मैं, कैसे बढ़ाऊं उस चीज को, क्या स्टेप्स लेने चाहिए, क्या स्ट्रेटजीज होनी चाहिए, कुछ भी पता नहीं था। किसी ने मुझे सजेशन दिया कि डॉक्टर सुजीत परदेशी का कोर्स अटेंड करो। मैंने वो टाइम पे इस चीज को उतना सीरियसली नहीं लिया, लाइटली लिया, लेकिन मैंने कर लिया वो कोर्स डॉक्टर सुजीत परदेशी सर का। और आज एक सवा साल के बाद में मुझे बहुत ही अच्छे रिजल्ट्स मिल रहे हैं उस चीज के। डेफिनेटली प्रैक्टिस तो मेरी डबल नहीं हुई है, ट्रिपल भी नहीं हुई है, क्वाड्रुपल हुई है। यस, यू आर हियरिंग राइट, 4 गुना मेरी प्रैक्टिस बढ़ी है। सिर्फ एक ही चीज के चलते, वो है डॉक्टर सुजीत परदेशी सर के एडवाइजेस। उन्होंने जो भी मुझे सिखाया है उसको मैंने इम्प्लीमेंट किया और मुझे सारी चीजें मिल रही है। सो थैंक यू सो मच डॉक्टर सुजीत परदेशी सर। थैंक्स अ लॉट।
Wow, isn't it? Type wow in the chat box if you think like 15 months, 4 times practice growth. And then, of course, there is no looking back for Harshal now. Okay. So you keep on working on all 3Ms. Trust me, it becomes unstoppable. Let me give you something even more powerful. The 2 boosters of your practice, which literally accelerates your growth, and they are the differentiation and value addition. They are the differentiation and value addition. Now, before we go ahead and I talk in detail about differentiation and value addition, I have another poll in front of you, okay? And this poll is pretty simple, okay? So quickly, here is a poll in front of you. Tell me one thing. Is there tremendous competition in dentistry? Okay, I'm sure all of you can see the poll. Vote quickly, come on. Yes, no, submit, that's it. It's very simple. And please don't take much time. There is a lot that I still have to cover, okay? Is there tremendous competition in dentistry? 53% of you have voted. 58% of you have voted. Come on, everyone. Let's, the bigger the voting, better it will be, right? Isn't it? 66% of you have voted. Come on. I'll give you 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. All right. Okay. Look at that. I'll just share the result with you. 81% of you are saying that there is tremendous competition in dentistry as against 19%. Every 4 out of 5 of you are saying there is tremendous competition in dentistry. Guys, what if I prove you right here, right now, that there is no competition in dentistry? How would that be? Just type it in the chat box. It will be like, oh my God, how crazy, whatever, excited, whatever. I'll prove you right here, right now, literally in front of you, that there is no competition in dentistry. Seriously, excited to know? Yeah, all you need to know is, like it's very simple. All you need to know is which is your fruit. Okay. And how we are going to do it? See, what I'm going to do here is I'm just uh, stopping the chat here because I don't want you to miss absolute anything. I told you the next half an hour is the absolute $1 million golden nuggets. Okay. See, what is your fruit? What do I mean by that? And why I want to know your fruit. It's very simple. See, I'm from Jalgaon, which is famous for bananas. On one side, we have Nasik, which is famous for grapes. On other side, we have Nagpur, which is famous for oranges. But you are from different cities, few of you are from different countries. So I don't know which is your fruit. So let's find out which is your fruit. Let's do a simple 8-step exercise. Okay. Step number 1, grab your pen and paper. Come on. Okay. Step number 1, write down any number from 2 to 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Write down any number. Then step 2, multiply that number by 9 and write down the answer. Take any number from 2 to 9, multiply that number by 9. Done. Step 3, whatever is your answer in step 2, add those digits. Say your answer is 12, add 1 plus 2 is equal to 3, whatever. Whatever is your answer, add those digits. Done. Now, step 4. Step 3 minus 5 is equal to step 4. Whatever your answer is in step 3, just subtract 5 from it. Step 3 minus 5 is equal to step 4. Okay? Done. Step 5. Write down the corresponding English letter. So whatever number you have in step 4, say for example, if your answer is 1, write down A, 2, B, 3, C, 4, D, 5, E, 6, F, and so on. Write down the parallel English alphabet. Done. Now all of you have an English letter. Step number 6. Starting with that letter, write down the name of a country. Starting with that letter, write down the name of a country. Say, for example, A for Afghanistan, Bangladesh, China, Denmark, England, Finland, Greenland. There are so many countries, right? Starting with your letter, write down the name of a country. Done? Step number 7. Starting with the last letter of the country, okay? Starting with the last letter of the country, write down the name of an animal. Write down the name of an animal. Okay? And the last step, step number 8. Starting with the last letter of the animal, write down the name of a fruit, and that's your fruit. Starting with the last letter of the animal, write down the name of a fruit, and that's your fruit. Okay? Now, guys, I'm just opening the chat here. Okay? And I will identify your fruit. Those of you who have orange as a fruit, just type orange in the chat box. Those of you who have orange as a fruit, type orange in the chat box. Look at the number of oranges here. Okay? I thought Nagpur is famous for oranges. It seems the entire India is famous for oranges. Okay? By the way, anybody with any other fruit? Just like Dr. Vaishali typed apple. Anybody? Any other fruit? Let's think about it. Tomato. Okay. Grapes. Okay. What we just did? What we just did? How come so many oranges? Think about it. There is tremendous competition in the world because we all think, behave, and speak in the same way. There is tremendous competition in the world simply because we all think, behave, and speak in the same way. If you do the calculation right, it always comes to 4. 4 means D. And the moment it comes to D, all that comes to our mind is Denmark, kangaroo, and orange. If you were the one, type lol or haha or oh shit, whatever in the chat box. Because the pattern is so sad. We all think only of, there is tremendous competition because we all think, behave, and speak in the same way. Animal from I, Dubai is not a country. Why you could not think of Denmark, king cobra, apple, Denmark, koala bear, raspberry, Dominican Republic, cow, watermelon? There is tremendous competition in the world simply because we all think, behave, and speak in the same way. So whenever there is a patient who wants to go to a dentist, the patient looks around, he sees all the oranges. What do I mean? We all look same. Our dental clinics look same. Our boards look same. Our names look same. The moment patient enters the clinic, everything looks same. Even the smell in the dental clinic looks same. There is tremendous competition simply because we all are same. If you really want to build a competition-proof practice, the biggest secret is this: all you have to do is start being different. Move out of the orange. Start being different in anything and every single thing you do in your practice right from tomorrow morning. Start being different. And where all you can be different, guys, all 3M. Marketing, soft skills, clinical skills, all 3M. There are hundreds of things. The name of your clinic can have the different touch. The tagline can have the different touch. Your color theme can have the different touch. Your external, internal signages can have the different touch. Your words, the way you talk, the way you communicate can have the different touch. Your body language, your voice modulation, the way the patient is greeted in the clinic, the way the patient is seated in the clinic can have the different touch. The way you present yourself, the way you present your team, the way you present your waiting room, the way you present the treatment, the way you present the cost of the treatment can have the different touch. The way you manage yourself, the way you manage your team, the way you manage your time, the way you manage appointments, patients, inventory can have the different touch. Your online presence, your offline presence can have the different touch. Your website, the blog site can have the different touch. Your social media platform, the content that you create can have the different touch. I can go on and on. There are hundreds of things which you can do differently in every single day, every single practice. The moment you add the element of differentiation, your practice literally shoots like anything. And another powerful element is value addition. Remember, right from the moment patient enters the practice, there is a conscious or subconscious comparison that goes in the patient's mind. And that is between the price you are going to charge and whether it is worth or not. As Warren Buffett always says, price is what you pay, value is what you get. Similarly, price is what your patient is going to pay, value is what you have to add. And one of the biggest problem with majority of the dentists is they focus too much on the price. And they think that reducing the treatment charges is the best way to grow the practice. Let me tell you, if that would have been the truth, if selling things cheap would have been the ultimate solution of growth, the cheapest car in the world would have been the highest sold car in the world. Type true in the chat. The cheapest mobile phone would have been the highest sold mobile phone. The cheapest wristwatch would have been the highest sold. But does it happen that way? No. Believe it or not, it's never about the price. It was and it will never be about the price. I'll give you a very powerful example. Have you seen this? If yes, type yes in the chat box. That a patient who is not willing to do a root canal, say for example, for 1,000 rupees in one clinic, the same patient goes to another clinic and do the same root canal for 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 rupees. Have you seen it? Now think about it. If it is only about the price, the patient should actually now look for 500 rupee clinic, maybe 200 rupee clinic, maybe free of cost clinic. It's never about the price. It's all about the massive value addition. And the moment you add massive value to the practice. The moment you add the element of differentiation to your practice becomes unbelievable, irrespective of where you practice and what you do. Listen to this absolute mind blowing thing.
Hi friends, I am Dr. Mahesh Gavane, practicing dentist since 2003 in a small town named Rahuri in Maharashtra. I came in contact with Dr. Sujit Pardeshi sir for the practice management course named Dent Excel in year 2012. He had such an influence on my practice that I literally divide my practice into two parts, before and after Sujit Pardeshi. Before, the practice was full of all the pains that you and me, private practitioners, are facing, like patient bargaining, patient not paying for the treatment, patient being defaulter for the payment, staff management issues and practice management issues, and time management issues. But after the course, Sujit sir had a magic wand-like effect on my practice, and all those problems literally vanished from my practice. The same patient started paying me very happily for the same treatment, and I literally started getting a feeling that as if I am practicing in a new locality and a new clinic. My 9 years old practice skyrocketed by almost 70%. It had such an influence on me that I made all my friends, visiting consultants, my locums, and even my spouse to do the same course on practice management. A big turnaround came in year 2017 in my practice when I shifted from a 250 square feet dental clinic to a 2500 square feet dental and Ayurvedic hospital. And in this journey, Sujit sir was always with me as a coach, and he was very accessible at the first message for me. I can proudly say that whatever I am today is simply because of Dr. Sujit Pardeshi sir. Thank you.
If you think this is mind blowing, type mind blowing MB in the chat box. Okay. So imagine a small town practitioner practicing in a 50, 60,000 population town and developing a practice of like 2,500 square feet dental hospital, right? Yep. Now, the point is, I hope you got it. So you can build any sort of practice anywhere. All you need to do is keep on working on those 5 foundational factors, the 4 pillars, the 3 functions, 2 boosters. And friends, before I share with you the absolute game changer to build your practice to the next level, I want to share a wonderful, powerful case study, the real case study in the world. There was an Oxford University student, okay, and he was studying the top 500 companies in the world, the Fortune 500 companies. And as a part of his thesis, he found a very interesting thing, that the world is changing every single day. Competition, technology, and so many things. But there are more than 300 companies which are in the list of Fortune 500 for years after years. So what he did was he wrote an email to the CEOs of Fortune 500 companies, asking them one single question. Tell me one secret which is keeping you in the list of Fortune 500 for years and decades, in spite of so much of competition and all these things in the world. Now, think about it. The CEOs of top 500 companies in the world, very busy people, why they should reply to such unknown email? But to his surprise, he received 83 replies. And 79 out of 83 were on the similar lines. And that was continuous upgradation in their own field was the secret of being one step ahead than the competitors. Continuous upgradation in their own field was the secret of being one step ahead than their competitors. Friends, keep on upgrading yourself all the time. Gone are those days when, there was a crow and once he was thirsty. The modern crow has become smart. The moment you start upgrading, you will see that it saves your time. I'm sure all of you will agree. When you shifted from conventional X-ray to RVG, when you shifted from conventional root canal to modern endodontics, every single time you upgrade, it saves your time, it saves your efforts, it increases your quality of work, it gives you more patients, more revenue. Most importantly, the job satisfaction is also immense. As I told you, the modern crow has become smart. Your wristwatches, your television sets, your mobile phones have become smart. It's time for you to become smart. Every single time your old patient, forget about the new patients, your old loyal patient comes back to your practice after a gap of 365 days, he or she should find something new in the practice all the time. Keep on upgrading yourself all the time. As Robin Sharma also says, in order to double your income and success, triple your investment in personal development and professional mastery. Friends, what is personal development? Soft skills. What is professional mastery? Clinical skills. See, I always say this. Dentistry is about 3M. Marketing, soft skills, clinical skills. But marketing can always be outsourced. But doing that powerful magnetic patient consultation, where patient should not say no to you, no matter what. I literally call it magnetic patient consultation. Doing that powerful patient consultation is your job. And doing that wonderful treatment so that patient comes back to you again and again is also your job. There is no substitute for soft skills and clinical skills. Marketing can always be outsourced. Keep on doing this all the time. Keep on doing this all the time because this is the real game changer of your practice. Just to give you a little example, this small town little practitioner has invested around 70 lakh rupees in upgradation over the last 10 years. Whatever comes to your mind, put it in the chat box. Oh my God, or whatever. 70 lakh plus rupees in upgradation. Apart from doing best of the best courses on clinical skills, having best of the best equipment in my clinic, I have done so many soft skill courses, personal development courses, management courses. I'll tell you what. Literally, I have attended who's who of the world. May it be Tony Robbins, may it be T. Harv Eker, may it be Robert Kiyosaki, Kim Kiyosaki, Les Brown, may it be Mac Attram, may it be Robert Riopin, apart from the best of the best trainers and coaches in this country. And every single time I upgraded myself to the next level, it just took my game to the next level. Friends, keep on upgrading yourself all the time. And I still remember, because see, I'm not someone who, I showed you my house, how it was. So it's not that, sir, aapke paas to bahut paisa hai. No. Every single time I wanted to, pay my fees for that one more course or swipe my credit card for 1.5 lakh rupees, 79,000 rupees, 4.26 lakh rupees, and once 8.6 lakh rupees. I still remember that. Either I did not have time or I did not have money. या तो पैसा नहीं होता था, and it's like, I'll do it next year. Till one fine day, one of my mentors said this: you need to invest the time and money which you do not have today in order to reach where you want to reach tomorrow. And that's so powerful. That was one of my aha moments, the breakthrough moments. You need to invest the time and money which you do not have today in order to reach where you want to reach tomorrow. And then, trust me, guys, there was no looking back. Keep on doing this all the time. At this moment, I just want to ask two questions to all of you. How many of you think that you learned a lot so far in this masterclass? Type a lot in the chat box. I promise you in the beginning, this is not going to be yet another boring webinar. This evening can potentially change your life. You need to invest the time and money which you do not have today in order to reach where you want to reach to. And thank you so much for this. Second question. How many of you think that there is a lot to learn as you go ahead? Type LTL, lot to learn, in the chat box. Yes, because learning, upgrading is a constant, ongoing journey. It's never a one-time thing. There is a very nice quote by Alvin Toffler, and he says that the illiterates of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, relearn again and again. Friends, I want you to continue your learning journey tonight with me. Imagine if you do not continue your learning journey, go back to your work tomorrow morning. You get that first new patient, you do that patient consultation. The moment you talk about money and patient starts bargaining. And you're like, we don't bargain, we have fixed charges. This is not a vegetable market. या कोई सब्जी मंडी है क्या? And then you get that one big ticket size patient, maybe that FMR patient, whatever. And patient is like, okay, doctor, we'll do the treatment, but what's the guarantee? And you're like, guarantee? Kya guarantee? No guarantee. I will do my best job. That's the guarantee. Few people go one step beyond. You're not buying an electronic gadget and asking for guarantee. Few people to go even one step beyond. उनको तो पद्मश्री देना चाहिए. वो बोलते हैं आपका और मेरा गारंटी नहीं, इसका क्या गारंटी? You do that wonderful root canal, wonderful tooth prep. As you cement the cap, patient moves out of the dental chair and patient is like, now this cap will last for the lifetime. No, their hair color do not last for lifetime. And they want that cap to last for lifetime. And there are hundreds of such questions, friends, which you and me keep on facing every day. If you are someone who suffers with this question, type big me in the chat box. We never face any problem with doing that root canal and that filling and that stuff, that implant. But these are the type of questions which keeps on troubling us. Unfortunately, nobody has ever taught us how to handle this professionally. And we answer like, ये कोई सब्जी मंडी है क्या? और तेरा मेरा guarantee नहीं, इसका क्या guarantee? Do you think these are the kind of professional answers so-called people can expect from you and me? Friends, with all honesty, whatever I wanted to share with you till now as a free content in the webinar, I am done. If you're someone who is here or who was here only for the free stuff, you can leave this webinar right now. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm sure every single minute you spent with me was valuable for you, as I promised you in the beginning. But then, if you're someone who is really serious about your own practice, if you're someone who really want to grab the new year as the best year to grow your practice to the next level, if you're someone who is really serious about continuing your learning journey with me, friends, I invite you to my coaching system, Millionaire Dentist Formula. And I want you to continue your learning journey. I've given you the entire mind map. This mind map is your roadmap. But I'll tell you what, all you need is a system to follow in a very systematic way and a mentor to guide, someone who has walked the path. Because if you keep on, if you go back to your workplace tomorrow morning, you keep on doing the same things and you will get the same results. Because you cannot keep on doing same things and expect different results in life. If you want different results, you have to do something different. So as I promised you in the beginning, I'll just take 12-13 minutes and talk about my coaching system, the Millionaire Dentist Formula. If you are serious about it, if you want to know more about it, if you are serious about your practice growth, just type I am serious one more time in the chat box. Because with all honesty, as a mentor, I like to train serious people only. Because my mission is, every single success story that I create is going to take me one step closer to my mission. I'll tell you what, I've seen richness, I've seen poverty, I've seen it all actually. For me, it's more about, helping you people to achieve what you want in your life rather than, in the due process, my work is to continuing. Okay, wonderful. I'm so happy to see quite a few serious people here. So let me just go very, very quickly. I'll just go ahead 12-13 minutes and I'll explain you about the amazing system that I have created, the Millionaire Dentist Formula. And friends, as tonight, I'm going to present you not just the Millionaire Dentist Formula, but a huge bundle of 9 courses. And as I promised you, I'm going to give you all this, not at 15,000, but an unbelievable webinar special price. Okay. By the way, all these courses are not books or CDs or DVDs. Huh? all these courses are in the form of pre-recorded videos uploaded on an online platform. So you don't have to travel anywhere to learn. You can just learn it at your convenient time, at your place. That's the wow thing. And that's why we have more than 3,500 dentists from 18 different countries, right from United States to Australia in this curriculum. So let me just quickly go ahead and talk about these things one by one. The first course that I'm offering you is the Millionaire Dentist Formula. It's a 3 days online course in the form of pre-recorded videos. Okay, few of the highlights are: what are the essential skills required to build your dream practice? What makes patients say yes to your treatment plan? And around 30 ways to market your practice ethically and powerfully. A very, very powerful course with the course value. Okay, a very powerful course with the course value 15,000 rupees. Don't worry, Dr. Amarnath, you don't have to pay again. We'll talk about that. Be with me. The next course that I'm offering you is Bulletproof Mindset. Because I told you, you should have such a laser focus approach towards your practice growth that nothing should be able to disturb and distract you. Because it's always your attitude that decides your altitude. So you should have that absolute bulletproof mindset. Okay. So why it is the most important prerequisite, how it is directly proportional to your success, and what are the 5 secrets of developing that bulletproof mindset. An extremely powerful course with the course value 3,999. And if you join Millionaire Dentist Formula tonight, I'm going to give you Bulletproof Mindset not at 3,999, but absolutely free, because it's a very important foundational course that you need to go through. The next thing is Practice Performance Analysis, a very powerful course. Because see, if you can't measure it, you cannot improve it. So you need to know where your practice stands today as we are towards the end of this year. Okay, so that you can take it to the next level. So how to identify which stage of practice you are in? What are the 3 important parameters of practice measurement? And what are the 2 biggest obstacles of your practice growth? I want to scan your practice in a very unbiased and neutral way. And this is that analytic tool which will help you to do it. A very powerful course with the course value 5,000 rupees. And if you join MDF, Millionaire Dentist Formula tonight, you get the practice performance analysis also absolutely free. Okay. The next course which I want you to learn is the SWOT analysis. I told you, all of us are good at something, not so good at something. You need to understand what are your strengths. You need to understand what are your weaknesses. Okay. You need to understand what are the opportunities to grow the practice and what are the challenges that can encounter in this journey. Okay. So SWOT analysis is that course which offer. Coincidentally, there are 2-3 people who have paid for the course. As you guys know, you don't have to pay again. I'll give you everything. Just hold on to yourself by the time I finish. Okay. I'll just stop the chat so that others should not get distracted. I want to go with the flow, and I'll give you a wonderful thing which I had already given at that time also in the webinar, but probably you people missed it. Stay with me till the end. Okay. You will get a wonderful New Year gift now. Okay. So SWOT analysis is the course that makes it happen. Okay. So what is the tremendous importance of SWOT analysis? How to do it properly and how to use SWOT analysis to grow your practice. An extremely powerful course with the course value 5,000 rupees. And even the SWOT analysis will be absolutely free to you. Okay. The next course which I want you to go through is time management. Friends, if you really want to build your dream practice, if you want to build millionaire dental practice, you will have to use your time very effectively. Remember, time is money and money is everything. That means time is everything. Okay. So how to identify the time value to grow your practice? Friend, there is a very powerful video in this particular course where that one video will tell you how to double, triple, quadruple your practice in the same working time. What is time management matrix? What are different time wasters? What are the secret of managing time effectively? An extremely powerful course with a course value 3,999. And if you join MDF tonight, you're going to get the time management also absolutely free. And it doesn't stop here. The next course that I am offering you is goal setting. Because I told you, if you don't know where do you want to go, it doesn't matter which road you take. Okay. So what is tremendous importance of goal setting? how to set goals in the smart way, and what is the biggest secret of achieving your goals. An extremely powerful course with the value 3999, and even the goal setting will be absolutely free if you join Millionaire Dentist Formula, this curriculum tonight. The next course is even more powerful, and that is brand building. Now, a lot of people think that branding is not for me. Okay, branding is for big companies or corporates. No, I'll tell you what. Branding is what people talk about you behind your back, said Jeff Bezos, the CEO of Amazon. Now, no matter who you are, where you practice, how many years you are into practice, people already talk something about us behind our back, isn't it? Like, for example, this dentist is very good. That clinic is very neat and clean. That staff is very good, isn't it? So don't think that branding is not for you. Huh? Branding literally is for everyone. So why branding is essential for your practice? How to identify your current brand image so that you can build your brand image in the future. The 5 P's of taking your brand to the next level. A very, very powerful course with the course value 7,000 rupees. And if you join MDF, Millionaire Dentist Formula tonight, even the access to brand building will be free. The next course is discovering yourself. Friends, a lot of time we are so confused. We don't know what is my definition of success. What are my priorities in life? What is my self-image? What really matters? Your journey will be faster if you have clarity. This course will give you that confusion to clarity journey. This is very, very powerful course, self-discovery framework. The course value is 3,999. If you join MDF, you will get self-discovery framework also free. The next course that I have recently created is Practice Starter Formula. When you start practice, nobody teaches how to select the name of the clinic, location of the clinic, area of the clinic, logo of the clinic, marketing elements of the clinic, staff selection, treatment charges, record keeping, all those things, isn't it? Even if you are an established practitioner, there are so many things which will be very useful to you. The Practice Starter Formula, valued at 5,000, you will get access to Practice Starter Formula also absolutely free. The total value of the bundle is 52,996. And it doesn't stop here. I have 3 bonus gifts for you as we close this year 2024. The first bonus gift is this. You might be thinking that all are pre-recorded videos. What if I want to interact with you? What if I have a question I want to ask? First is, when you become part of this curriculum, you become part of our private Telegram group. And friends, there are more than like some 1,400 members in this group. You ask a question and you get a real-time answer to it. It's so powerful actually. Okay, you become part of this group. This group becomes your asset for the future. The second thing, when you join this system, you become part of my inner circle. And for my inner circle member, I conduct one live session called Inner Circle Masterclass every 15 days. It's an absolute priceless thing. And you will get access to all the live sessions that I'm going to conduct. Even if you miss the live session, suppose for whatever reason that day, you get access to the recording for next 8 days. It's a priceless thing. I've conducted around 125 sessions for this wonderful community. And the third gift that I'm offering you is one-time fees, lifetime access. As of now, one-time fees, lifetime access. I may not continue the lifetime access in the future, but if you register tonight, you're going to get lifetime access to all these courses, because I strongly want all of you to go through these videos again and again. Trust me, they are so powerful. Every single course is the way it is designed, the curriculum, the mind maps, the PPTs, the assignments, the PDF documents is amazing. And all this is available to you, not at 47,52,995, not even at 9,999 or 15,000. Friends, just for the next 15 minutes, I'm going to give you an absolute mind-blowing offer. Okay? It's your time to take the decision. Bill Gates had said this. The longest time I ever took to make a decision was 7 seconds. Decision making is considered as the eighth wonder of the world, because a lot of people just don't take the decision at the right time. It's your time to take the decision. And for the next 15 minutes, the unbelievable offer to jump into this curriculum for you, imagine more than like 150 to 100 videos, live sessions ongoing basis, a wonderful Telegram group to get your answers on day-to-day basis and whatnot. It is just at 6,400 rupees plus GST. Just put I am in the chat box if you want to jump in. It's absolute unbelievable, isn't it? Even your metal-free crown, just a minute, I'll just open the chat. Even your metal-free crown costs you more. Just type I am in the chat box if you really want to jump in, okay? And all I'm going to do here right now is I'm going to share the payment link with you. Okay, it's a Razorpay payment link, so don't worry, your payment is safe. I'm going to start the countdown timer here. Okay, guys, I'm just stopping the chat here so that nobody should miss the link. So here is the payment link in the chat box, and your 15 minutes starts now. Okay, all you have to do, wait, all you have to do is to just click on that link. Okay, make the payment. So you have to put your name, email ID, and mobile number properly. Then submit. When you submit that, you go to the payment page, and you can pay with any and every payment medium you want. You can pay with credit card, debit card, net banking, UPI. You can generate the QR code, e-wallet, whatever. So you have 15 minutes to make the payment. So make the payment. Make sure that you put your name, email ID, everything properly. No hurry. A lot of time. 14 minutes is enough time. And meanwhile, whatever questions you want to ask, there is a Q&A section here. Put your questions in the Q&A section. Okay, I'll be glad to answer them. Now, meanwhile, Dr. Amarnath, Dr. Chandan, and Dr. Advik, these people have asked one thing, that I had attended this session last year. I purchased, unfortunately, due to some reason, I could not go through it. No problem. At that time also, I promised you one-time fees, lifetime access. You don't have to pay again. Promise is a promise. Okay. So all you have to do, in fact, at that time also, this was told to you, but you forgot probably, or probably you didn't attend the webinar till the end. I'm going to give you an email ID and a WhatsApp number towards the end of this web. Okay. So when we close it, I'm going to give you that. You just have to connect with them, create or, reset your password, and you can start accessing the course tomorrow morning. Doesn't matter at all. So connect with the team tomorrow morning in the office hours, and that's it. So wonderful that you at least came today. Okay. So Dr. Priya says, I'm not a dentist. Can I be benefited? 100% Dr. Priya, I'll tell you something. I have created this curriculum for dentists, but let me tell you something very interesting. We have physiotherapists, Ayurvedic practitioners, homeopathy practitioners, orthopedic surgeons, physicians, pediatricians, ophthalmologists, even a general surgeon in the courses. Okay, because with all honesty, the principles of growth are same. Whether you're a BMS practitioner, BHMS practitioner, or a dentist, doesn't matter at all. Okay. Then Rachna says, me and my husband both are dentists. How much do we need to pay? I'm so happy, Dr. Rachna, for your honesty. Okay, just pay for only one. Okay, because it's your spouse, so you don't have to pay twice. Just pay only once. And yeah, everybody, if you're paying, please be here once you make the payment. In a moment, I'm going to open the chat. I personally want to welcome you in this wonderful community. Dr. Sushant Thorat says, I'm a general surgeon. Will it be useful for me? 100% Sushant sir. I told you that, this curriculum is useful for everybody, literally everybody. And we already, even in the offline sessions that, offline courses that I have, we have so many, literally cardiologists, surgeon, everybody, like so many other doctors also who keep on, attending this and getting benefited from it. We have psychiatrists who moved from like 10 bedded to 40 bedded hospital after doing this. So many success stories actually. Okay. So definitely just jump in, because I'm sure like 6,400 rupees, you spend more on your kid's birthday, than this, isn't it? So it's just unbelievable. Now, few of you might be thinking, boss, why I do this, okay, at this price? And the answer, honestly speaking, for me is very simple. For me, it's not about money actually. It's all about my mission now. I told you, I have seen poverty, I have seen richness, I have been there, done it all actually now. Okay, so I'm just opening the chat here. Those of you who have paid, please put your name in the chat box. I would personally like to welcome you in our community. Meanwhile, Dr. Mega says, I'm preparing for MDS. I want to stay under your guidance, but I'm not sure whether I'll be able to give justice and time. Dr. Mega, it's very simple. All these are pre-recorded courses. Whenever you get time, in fact, if you're attending this while you're doing your MDS, imagine the kind of foundation you will build for yourself before you start the practicing. Isn't it? It's just mind-blowing, isn't it? So Dr. Priyanka says, I just joined. Can you please share the details of the course on WhatsApp? I'll just give you a WhatsApp number. Connect with her tomorrow. Okay. My friend referred her. She joined a full year. How can I join full year? Start from the first standard first, right? Start from the first standard first. If you're in the first standard, don't think of 10 standard curriculum. Okay. So meanwhile, those of you who have paid, let me just welcome you guys. So Galaxy A22, please put your name, identify yourself, iPhone, identify yourself. I would like to welcome you in this community. Dr. Ravi Panchal has paid. Welcome on board, Dr. Ravi. Dr. Chaitra has paid. Welcome on board, Dr. Chaitra. Welcome on board, Dr. Amol VK. Welcome on board, Dr. Sagar Patil. Welcome on board, Dr. Dipti Lotrikar. Welcome on board, Dr. Krishna Lahoti. Welcome on board, Dr. Mohammad AR Khan. Welcome on board, Dr. Mrinalini. Welcome on board, Dr. Rohit Pandey. Welcome on board, Dr. Sushant Thorat. So guys, let me tell you something and mark my words. Welcome on board, Dr. Saurabh Doshi. Guys, mark my words. You have made the best investment in your life for growing your practice. See, we spend lakhs of rupees in building, like in becoming doctors. And then another lakhs of rupees in building the practice or like interiors and your, hospital and clinic and all. Interestingly, we hardly spend anything for growing the practice. And take my word here. This curriculum will not surpass your expectations. It will surpass your imaginations. I know what I'm saying. I understand completely that I'm actually increasing your expectations from this by saying this, right? But I'm very sure of what I'm saying. Once again, this curriculum will not surpass your expectations. It will surpass your imaginations as well. So welcome on board, Dr. Saurabh Doshi. Welcome on board, Dr. Preetam Sengupta. Welcome on board, Dr. Aboli. Welcome on board, Dr. Victory. Okay, wonderful. How much time is left, by the way? 8 minutes are left. Okay, still a lot of time, guys. Those of you who want, just jump in. If you have any questions, put your questions in the chat. Meanwhile, by the time others are making the payment, let me also, I'm also excited to take you to the course curriculum. Okay, so all these courses are uploaded on world's best online platform called teachable.com. Okay, as you go on teachable.com, here you will see all the courses: the Millionaire Dentist Formula, Bulletproof Mindset, Practice Performance Analysis, SWOT, Time Management, Goal Setting, Brand Building, Self Discovery. All you have to do is to just click any of the course, just like I click the Brand Building, and you have this, 4 videos in branding: the huge importance, how to identify your current brand image, stages in brand building, 5 P's of brand building. And the beauty about all this, the entire curriculum that I have created is these are small videos. Why? Because you all know the kind of attention span people have nowadays. Isn't it? I'm sure all of you will agree. People don't even watch the complete reels. Forget about videos now. Okay. But I've created them so well. And as I told you, the flow, the content, the presentation, the assignment, the PDF, it's wonderful actually. Okay. You will just love it. You will just love it. Meanwhile, let me also take you to our, Telegram group. Okay, the Millionaire Dentist Hub, our Telegram group. And yep, I'll just share the screen here, show you the Telegram group as well. Yeah, this is the Telegram group, Millionaire Dentist Hub. And as you can see, there are 1,444 members in this group. Look at that. Okay, and let me tell you, this group is already sanitized. Okay, no good morning Gyan, no WhatsApp University, Telegram University, no forwards, no birthday, no nothing. It's absolutely wonderful thing that, people keep on sharing, encouraging each other, clinical skills, and every single thing, every single thing. Uh, let me just share something, I think, okay. कहाँ गया? Yeah. Okay. Just today, somebody shared, in this group. Now look at this. Vidhi says the power of writing the goals. Okay, in 2022, I became gold member. I never thought that life will change so much. My goals were starting my own clinic by 23 and learning implants FMR. Today on 18 December, I complete only 1 year to my clinic, done 30 implant cases myself. So far, I purchased physio, kit, scanner. I, renewed one more package with Osteum. Absolutely grateful to Sujit sir and entire community. Isn't it powerful? So people keep on doing a lot of things. Now, as you can see here, Dr. Sanket Kunte has written today, achieved all-time high collection in the month of November. It took 15 years from the inception of practice and just 3 months from becoming the diamond member of this wonderful course. Thank you, Sujit Pardeshi sir, for your constant support, mentorship. Thank you, community members, helping me throughout this journey. This environment ecosystem is doing magic in our practices. Guys, this is such a wonderful community. It's madness, If you're passionate about growth, this is the place to be. Okay. So Victory says, I have a doubt where I can ask. Don't worry. Don't worry how to join group. I'll give you all the answers. Don't worry. So meanwhile, guys, 4 minutes are left. If you are someone who is sitting on the fence, just jump in. Meanwhile, Dr. Priya Bagade has paid. Welcome on board, Dr. Priya. Welcome on board, Dr. Vijay. Welcome on board, Dr. Vaishali Latpate. Welcome on board, Dr. Praveen Pache. Welcome on board, Dr. Renu Gupta. Oh, wonderful. So guys, don't worry. Those of you who have paid, okay, I want you to be here till the last moment. Otherwise, वो 3 लोग थे ना कि I paid last time, I forgot the password, I forgot the link, वैसा होता है. So please be here. I'll just take 2 minutes. After these 3 minutes are over, I'll give you wonderful instructions and way to go forward. Okay, 3.5 minutes left. Just let me give a parting message to those who are sitting on the fence, to be or not to be. Guys, I'll tell you what, there are around 66 members, people here, who are here not yet paid. For you people, this is my last parting message from this webinar. I'll tell you something. See, those who wanted to pay, they have paid. They have taken the decision. Those who wanted to leave, they have left. They were here only for the free stuff. And you know it, I know it. They will not implement anything. Simply because there is a lot of free knowledge content already available on YouTube and Google. Trust me, it doesn't give you results that way. You need a very systematic approach towards growth. And you need a mentor to guide. I'll tell you, one of the sentences that has changed my life is this. I'll just share the screen once again with you. Trust me, and that was by Brian Tracy. Look at this, what Brian Tracy says. Take all the training you can get, because one good idea is all you need to save yourself years of hard work. Honestly speaking, there was nobody to teach me all this at that time. There was no single mentor who taught me all this. There was no single city where I learned all this. There was no single course where I learned all this. I had to go to different cities, different courses, different countries, different mentors, and compiled everything for you and presented in what? 6,400 rupees. Okay? I have different courses. I have gold course, I have diamond course, I have year-long course. But as of now, your focus should be where you are. Okay. So guys, if you are here and still not jumped in, jump in. The rest is your choice. Trust me, there cannot be a better gift than this for the new year to your practice. I always say this, all of us have two of us within us. The higher version of yourself always wants to do something more, do something extra, grow big. And the smaller version always keeps on pulling you down. What if it doesn't work? ऐसा कोर्स करने से थोड़ी प्रैक्टिस बढ़ता है. Guys, go to my YouTube channel and see the videos. It will blow your mind. 10 times practice growth videos है उस पे. I want to leave you with these 5 questions. 1 minute is left. If not you, then who? Because those who wanted to jump in, they have already jumped in. If not here, then where else you will get such a powerful curriculum and a mentor to guide? If not now, then when you want to grow the practice. Imagine what will happen. You go back to your practice tomorrow without continuing your learning journey with me. Keep on doing the same thing and keep on getting the same results. And imagine what will happen. You jump in. You get a foolproof system that is implemented by 3,500 dentists from 18 countries. And a mentor to guide on every stage. Trust me, I promise you in the first minute of this webinar, your life will not be same from tomorrow. And that's a promise, still valid on the last minute. The time is up. Okay. The link will be valid for some more time. Just putting the link one last time. If you want to jump in, just catch the train like DDLJ. Rest is your choice. Meanwhile, Dr. Jamna Bhandari has paid. Welcome on board, ma'am. Dr. Kavita Sherwood has paid. Welcome on board, Dr. Kavita. Welcome on board, Dr. Harsha Bansal. Welcome on board. Yeah, cool. So now, guys, those of you who have paid, okay, just give me 2 minutes and listen to everything very, very carefully. First of all, congratulations and welcome on board. Congratulations for your decision making. It's never easy to take decision, but it's always the decision makers who are the money makers. Okay, good. I'm so happy for your decision. As you all know, 6,400 rupees are not going to make me a millionaire, and neither it's going to make you bankrupt. And when you have enrolled for it, when you have paid that money, I know for sure many of you don't even know me. Okay, you have not given that money, you have given that trust. I value it. I respect it. From today onwards, your success is my success. And I'm totally committed to it. Just like I'm committed to 3,500 people in the online community, another 3,000 people in the offline world. Okay. All you have to do is to keep on taking action. That's the only thing that I cannot do for you. Okay. I'm always there with you. You have the Telegram group. You ask any question and you get the answer. You have the live sessions. You ask any question, you get the answer. The only thing that I cannot do for you is to take action. So take action. That's it. Even if you watch one video every day, that is fine. But take action. There is no competition here. कि किसका पहले खत्म होता है. No. There is no competition. I always say this. Progress has nothing to do with speed. What matters is your direction. Your direction should be right. Just move in the right direction. That's it. And I'm always there to help you till you achieve your goal of building the millionaire dental practice. Okay. Now, I have a wonderful thing that I have created for you people. Okay. I'm going to share an email ID and a WhatsApp number with you. Please don't start WhatsApping itne raat ko. Okay. Do it tomorrow morning. I'm sure you can see the email ID and the WhatsApp number in the chat. Listen to it carefully. The email ID and WhatsApp number are for technical support. That means if you forget your password, if you forget your login credentials, if you don't know how to log in, how to watch the video, how to join the Telegram group, all the things, every technical support will be provided by email ID and WhatsApp number. Okay? And every practice related question will be answered in Telegram group or live session. Very simple. So 2 support systems for technical support, 2 support systems for your practice growth. Cool, isn't it? Now, you might be wondering, sir, how should I access the course? Where will I get the password? And so on and so on. Friends, for that, I have done yet another simple, small, smart thing. you can see the intro video link in the chat. If you are someone who is used to Teachable, it's very easy for you. If you are someone who is new to it, don't worry. Just watch this intro video step by step and enroll into the course curriculum. The beauty is, entire thing is automated. You have already received the email in your inbox, but still don't jump to it. Go through the video properly. Okay, you received your payment receipt also. You received the login credentials also. You just have to use that email that you have received from teachable.com. Just click on that. That email becomes your username. You just need to create your password. You will be in the curriculum. This intro video will tell you how to move from one course to other, how to move from one video to other, how to join the Telegram group, how to join the Facebook group, how to stay connected with me on social media, what is your Millionaire Dentist Journey PDF. Everything is there in this video. Cool, isn't it? Type cool in the chat box if that is cool. So very, very simple system. Okay. Just go through the intro video, note down the WhatsApp number and the email ID. Of course, you can always find it on Google also, not an issue. All you have to do is to just go through this. If there is anything in the office hours tomorrow, either shoot an email or ping on the WhatsApp and you will get the support for sure. Okay. All the best to all of you. Guys, I'm equally excited to see you take the next step and grow to the next level. Every single time any of our community members do it, I feel very happy, proud, and whatever I do for you people, I feel satisfied for that. So with this, whether you have enrolled or not, wish you all a very happy new year. All the best to you. And those who are enrolled, those who are part of my inner circle now, I'll see you on the other side in one of our live sessions in the future. All the best to all of you. Thank you. Good night and God bless. See you again.